So I thought I'd give a little update on home projects, and one of the deals Joanne made me early on with the chickens was that if I built a chicken coop, that she would clean it and take care of the chickens. Pretty good deal if you think about it. I spent a week building a chicken coop, and but actually I've continued to add more features and more space, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm building what I'm going to call a chicken closet, and here it is. And essentially I'm taking the existing chicken run, chicken coop, and I'm adding a closet to it. So the idea here is that we can put the food and supplies inside, and this is one of the barrels that we've been putting our food in. It looks a little bit unsightly, and it's dirty, gets all this dirt that the chickens don't allow the grass to grow, and so we're going to put it inside and make it nice and hopefully clean it up a little bit. I would have built this, or I would have built the run a little bit longer previously, but I had a peach tree that was growing in that spot, and it was started to lean and kept leaning, and eventually it hit my roof and dented it, and the squirrels ate the peaches, and it was kind of messy, and so I went ahead and chopped down that tree, and actually the remnants of the wood is here. So that's what I'm doing now, and building a chicken closet to put the food supplies in. And then from there, I'm going to build a fence that comes off of that and comes down the deck here, and so I can keep the chickens off this deck, which is where we keep our trailer. So the last trailer, they ate all the foam spray that was on the undercarriage away. So yeah, so that's what we're doing, and I'll do a couple more videos and give you an update on it. So, but right now it looks like I need to fetch a chicken. Chicken's gone astray here, so gotta be careful of these little critters. You trying to get away? Hey, little buffer poo. I know. Go back in there. Go back in there. All right. So, crisis averted that the chicken has not escaped. One thing to add is that all the materials so far have come from the home renovation project, or spare lumber. Something's starting to eat the lumber, termites or something, and need to get it used up, and hopefully painting it and cleaning it up and getting it dry will preserve the wood. And I also want to get rid of the lumber pile, so I'm going to use this project and hopefully use up some of the wood, and then from there I'll be able to get rid of this pile. That'd be nice to clean up the backyard. So hey, so Saturday, same day, little progress. Thought I'd show it to you. This wall here on the end is been installed, and the roof has been installed, the ceiling, and the roof is the first part of supplies that I had to buy, and I bought a metal 8-foot and a plastic clear thing for 8 foot. The plastic clear is so that when you come in here and the walls are up and solid walls, you can actually see something. Eventually I hope to plan to get electricity out here, but for now I don't have it. This wood is all reclaimed from the home, and this is interesting. I don't know if you can see it, but I guess it's termites or whatever eating the wood, so I'm putting up wood that is already infected with termites or something. All I see is ants, so yeah, so maybe this will fall down in a couple years, but if that does, I'll just fix it then. So Saturday started around 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:30, now 6, and got the roof done, the siding up and primed. I still have trim. I'm going to put trim on the corners and trim up to the ceiling, the roof, to try to cover the gaps as much as possible. I got some gaps, but a long day. No exercise today. Well, no workout today. Just this, and pretty happy with it. It makes the whole entire coop run pretty big. So now it's time to have a beer. I'm going to burn some of my scrap wood, trying to get rid of the pile, and shower and The wife's in there cooking up a storm, so hopefully she makes something really good. Backyard fire. It is hot. So I haven't given an update on the chicken storage, chicken coop expansion. So here it is. Let's before we look at the coop expansion, let's look at the chickens. Hello, little chickens. Hello. That one's molting right there. She's horrible looking. Hopefully, we think Biggie's going to be molting. Biggie's right back there. Biggie's going to be molting soon. But yeah. Anyway, let's see what the carnage here. We'll give them the radish greens. So I just went to the market this morning, and these are the greens from the watermelon radishes. So, haha, they love it. I think it's turning out pretty well. I got the door on, got the siding done, painted. I think this trim I was gonna paint that brown to match the other trim, but I think that looks pretty good actually. So that's coming along. I'm almost done with the outside of this. The back side needs to be painted still, but the inside, since this is all old wood mostly, and it had some termites apparently, but painted it with the coat of primer. I'm gonna probably go over it again, and then we have some leftover paint from interior work, and we're going to paint that. I think it's lilac or purple or whatever. So we've had a lot of rain the last few days, and it looks like it's completely dry, so I'm pretty happy with that. Of course, the door, leftover door from our home before the renovation, so it matches the other door. Lots of doors in this small space, but yeah. So the other thing we wanted to do was to get the chickens away from the trailer, so they don't eat the trailer, eat the foam off the trailer, and poop all over the deck. So I've gone to installing a new fence, and so I've got, I think, all the posts in now. I've got the door frame, be a door here. Got that frame built this morning, and hopefully get that door on, and all the siding down here done. We're thinking we're gonna buy a larger trailer. It's 3.5 to 4 feet longer, and we already had trouble getting the other trailer in to this space. So I'm planning on taking this fence and redoing it. It's about 16 feet across. I'm gonna make it one panel, 16-foot door across. Hopefully it holds up pretty well. To take the post out in the corner, and then turn these 2 panels into a swinging door, so I have all that space to roll the trailer in. So anyway, it's wet back here, but progress continues. To make it better, I changed this gate, made it a 16-foot gate, and it was 2 8-foot sections, and the other 8-foot section attached here, where that post was, and now I don't have that post to back in, and it's much easier to get the trailer in. So it's a cold February Sunday, and I've got the flu, and so I've decided it's probably best not to work out here in the cold and rain, even though yesterday I did a couple hours outside, but it wasn't raining. So I was looking at my raw video footage and realized I hadn't finished up a project, or hadn't finished up didn't have the footage to finish up a project, and so I've come out here to do a little quick recording to finish that up. And the project is the shed that I built for the wife right here, and the fence that I installed to keep the chickens off of the trailer pad. And what you might see there is a trailer that we bought, which we haven't done a video on yet, but there it is. Now it's raining and it's cold, and even the chickens are smart enough not to come outside. So you're smart chickens. So here's the shed, and we built this to get Joanne supply, the food supply for the chickens. We had them in these barrels sitting outside. It was kind of dirty and nasty, but Now we got everything nicely stored inside, nice and dry. All reclaimed lumber from our home project. This is actually the mantle, fireplace mantle that we had in our living room. But yeah, now everything is inside, all of our food products. So you can see in there, and then we have a little nice little workstation there for the wife to do some work. The door, or the fence was nice to keep the chickens off the away from the trailer, which has worked out great. Now we can walk back here, and we don't have any don't have to worry about stepping in chicken poo. I forget how many yards of stone this is. It was 2 trips to Pete Rose to get the stone, but I think it turned out pretty well. I guess it might have been nice to have a little bit more overhang, like a protected stuff below that, but I think it's working out pretty well. Here's the back side of the coop. I noticed I need to do a touch-up paint job there. And then we'll circle around, we'll show the other end of it. Yeah, and so this is a gate up on that end, and then here's another gate to get in and out. If you're not watching for a second, the chickens will dart in here. They love it in here. So here's the swinger. There's no post here. This just kind of comes together and sets on a wooden pole on top of the old post, and then both gates swing open here. So it gives a nice easy way to get the trailer in and out. Over here for this gate, though, I do plan on pushing the gate over here and putting the swinging gate here, so that you can walk in from this door into this section and not have to step in the chicken section. But pretty happy with how it turned out. One step in many to make our yard look a little bit less redneck. A lot of work to go for that, but go back inside, girls. Come on, I don't have any food for you. So the next step will be to replace this fence with a wooden fence, and then we're going to put a couple more planters in and start growing a lot more food. So anyway, there we go.